All right, guys, getting some last minute adjustments done. Bear with me. I know you guys are just as eager as I am to talk to the one and only, probably the most important person. Probably the most important person in Fall Guys right now. I mean, this guy sets the tone, right? Just want to give a special shout out to him, man. A special shout out to all the support that we've been having lately, guys. This has been crazy, huh? I can't even believe we're really doing this right now. Let me go ahead and show my face right quick, because we're gonna have a little bit of a conversation before we get Stentric in here. Let me just double check, make sure he's ready. All right. Yeah, he's good to go. Yo, appreciate all the support, all the subscribers that you guys have been doing. Let me pull up my face here. Let me make sure you can actually see me, huh? Yo, this is crazy. All right. Yeah. As you can see in my bottom right, I got an OPJ folder. I'm over here like working on that podcast, and then this happens. It's been quite a journey, guys. So check it out. I don't want no offense taken, please. But we're going to be taking out this chat right under me, and I'm going to disable the alerts. Like I said, same thing as last time when we did the live podcast with Semi10. I want to make sure that we are as professional as possible and give our hosts the best attention, okay? We don't want too many distractions for this. So bear with me. I want to make sure our pop-up chat is working. Let me see if I can find it here. Like I said, this is very last minute. Was not expecting this at all. It was very kind of Stentric to do this. And I know there's a lot of really good information we can get. Hold on. What is going on here?
One simple tweak to
one simple tweet
can provide relief.
Who are you?
Fungus and boost one's overall
what is going on?
This changes
what is the
about persistent.
Who are you?
So,
bruh. What in the world? Hold on. Yeah, let's not do that. What in the world? All right. Anyway, like I was saying, let's go ahead and try to do this the right way. I was so random. All right. I think we're good now. Let me make sure, like I said, I want to make sure our pop-up chat is working here. People doing some weird foot stuff. Where is Stentric? Does that work? Let's see. Nope. Yeah. Getting weird foot stuff, man. All right. Pop-up chat. Here we go. Yeah, mods, I know you're gonna have a little bit of a busy time dealing with that. Appreciate you guys working with me in doing this. Like I said, I just want to make sure our pop-up chat is working here because he is gonna want to take questions from you guys, from the viewers. So let's go ahead and do that, huh? Let's make sure. Yeah, see, you see how that keeps doing that? That's weird. It's because it's a video, that's why. It's weird. Here we go. There we go. All right. Not the freaking, not the foots. All right. Dish should be good now. Let's see. Hello from Stentric. There we go. Pop-up chat's working good. All right, guys, let's get them in here. Now that we got all our foot action in the way. There you go, Psycho. You got your foot action. All right, let's give him a call. Let's drag him over and get this party started, huh? All right. Here we go. Stentric giving you that call. We'll keep the camera the same. Let's do... There we go. See if that works. I'm gonna make sure I hear him too. Let's go to... Yeah, typically I don't use Discord, but he asked me to. So I wanted to respect his decision and do that. I think I got you. I hear you. I can see you. Can you see me? Okay, okay. Let me see. I did not know that. You know what? Yeah, that's one way to do it, I guess. I didn't know it was like that. Yeah. Let me... Okay, perfect. All right, so let's do this then. I'll move my big old head out of the way. We'll make it a little smaller, give you more screen time. Or screen space, I should say. Yo, appreciate you doing this, man. Seriously. Thank you very much. Look at that. Hey, W's in the chat, members. Give them a nice green W, man. This is awesome. I'm happy to do this for you, man. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got my little notepad. I'm ready to go. Let me triple check, and like I said, I want to really make sure this pop-up chat is working. Yeah, looking like the W's are up. Love it. Just in case you want to highlight some certain messages, you just let me know. I know you got the chat up and everything. So yeah, man, how are you today, dude? Seriously, how you feeling? How's everything? Oh, they can't hear you. My apologies. Let me change this real quick. No, it's my fault. It's my fault. I can hear you. They can't hear you. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you guys. Let me know. Like I said, I'm still relatively new to this. I appreciate your presence. You want to try one more time, Sten?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Looks like they got you. All right, guys. My bad. My bad. Go for it. So like I said, how you been, man? How you doing today? What were you up to?
Yeah, I've been chilling. I just got done filming a video, hardest Fall Guys levels 6. It's been like 2 weeks since the last episode. I've been way too lazy recently, bro. I need to upload more. But yeah, there's gonna be 2 videos tomorrow actually, because obviously there's gonna be new levels coming out tomorrow. I think like there's always new levels on Tuesday in the season. Yeah, I got that, and I also got hardest level 6. So yeah, just got done filming that.
Yeah, I mean, you've been really pushing out the content like you promised. I remember you made a post saying like, look, man, you guys are really going to be surprised at the lineup and what things are going. What part is this now that you did for the hardest Fall Guys?
Part 6.
Yeah, part 6. Yeah, you're not messing around, man. Dude, yeah, we love it. We love it.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent with the series. I kind of slowed down with it because the thing is, Fall Guys is going to add a lot more stuff to creative. Like, obviously, they're going to add survival levels pretty soon. I'm pretty sure it's been leaked that they're going to do that. There's also like themes that are coming. Pretty sure they're going to add like a thing where you can use like the season 1 theme, season 2 theme, season 3, like all themes for your level more obstacles. So
Yeah.
I don't want to make too many episodes of the series with this like baseline early version of creative, because if you look at the long-term viewers of the series, a lot of people, like even 3 years from now, are going to start with episode 1 and watch.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that like the series is fresh. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm 30. I'm a little old, so I'm a little bit of a disgruntled gamer. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. It's good to see that they're delivering on what they said. I don't know if you would feel the same sentiment if you had any previous experiences. I know you're a huge Mario guy, and I mean, let's be honest.
See, that's why I love Fall Guys so much, because, well, I mean, there's one non-Nintendo game that I was very invested in before Fall Guys. I don't know if I talk about it that much, but I used to be a huge Rocket League player for years. Like, I swear, I sunk like 4,000 hours into Rocket League after Nintendo games.
Nice.
So,
where's all the Rocket League fans in chat? Let them know. That's good, man. So, what, did you still play it, or you just let it go?
I check it out from time to time, but obviously, you know, my main focus is Fall Guys after, you know, making content. I don't know. I've just never liked shooter games. I don't know why. I just don't really find them fun. I get bored of them so quickly. But there's something about, like, whenever I find a unique game, whether it's a platformer game or Rocket League with like a completely original style of game, you know, soccer with cars, like no one's done that before.
Yeah.
I just found it really fun. So yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know. And are you familiar at all with like the show that the game was inspired by? Have you ever seen any of those funny shows like American Ninja Warrior?
Fall Guys. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say Rocket League. Like, what? TV shows done soccer cars?
Although I know there's been some people that tried to do Rocket League in real life, and that's always
I saw Mr. Beast do that.
Yeah. But you know, it's good to see that to get into your inside of your mind there, because like I said, I know you, and you expressed this numerous times throughout your streams, throughout your videos, that you've been a big fan of platformers, big fan of Mario. I'm sure if Fall Guys did a Mario collab, you'd be eating that up like it was nothing.
Oh, dude, yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you have no idea? Like, I'm so uncultured, because a lot of people will bring up like Sonic and Kirby and Zelda and all these other games. I never played them. I literally just only played Mario games. I don't know why. So, you know, I did play Donkey Kong though. Right. There were Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for the Wii U. I sunk a lot of hours into those as well. Those are fun.
Yeah. Great games.
Yeah.
It's good to see that gaming's been a part of your life, I'm assuming, since you've been young.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
okay, 100%. Okay. So it's good to see that you can appreciate the craft. And like I'm saying, like, and I want to reiterate, I'm really glad to see that they're delivering on what they said, that it really seems like they're trying to communicate more, because it felt like, and I know you also may agree, like, you know, in the last 2 seasons, it felt like a little bit of a drought. I know season 2 was great because it was like, oh, something new after Free For All. But the third one, man, it was like a little bit of a drought, and now it's like, it's almost too much. I don't know if you agree. They
definitely have a history. Like, it's not even just SS3. Like, if you look back at Legacy in season 6, like that was the longest season. Season 6 Legacy was like 7 months long, and then SS3 was 6 months long. So I think that was the second longest season. But yeah, man, they have a history of like, I think it's just, if you think about season 3, right? SS3. It was the season right before the creative launch.
Yeah.
Whereas season 6 Legacy was the season right before the free for all launch. So my hypothesis or whatever is like, you know, when they have something big planned, they just don't put any energy into the current game that they have. They just put all their workforce into the next update to make it as best as possible.
Yeah.
Which is fine, I guess. But the problem is that leaves a big drought for the players. And then you have less people that are actually going to stick and, you know, check out that new update. But luckily they have a good marketing team. So when they do eventually release those things, they do still, you know, bring a lot of players back. But yeah, I definitely hope we don't get any droughts like that again.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I mentioned in the description here. You're an OG player. So I think you have one of the most like unique perspectives in terms of people that I've spoken to, at least so far. You expressed that season 4 is the best one we've seen so far. Does that still hold true, or do you have another season that comes to mind?
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on like how you rank seasons, because some people might just say like, oh, I really like the winter theme. I really like winter, so season 3 is my favorite season. I get it. You know, maybe certain levels in older seasons were fun, or the developers were more active with the community. I get points like that. But if you're basing it strictly off of how much stuff we got in one season and like the consistency with the updates, SS4 is the best. Like we've never gotten updates like this before.
Yeah, it's like it's unbelievable almost. I'm tuning into the game and like every week there's something new. They're dropping, I know survival maps for creative are coming, which is that's a whole nother can of worms.
The only problem with SS4 is, and this is the one complaint that I see a lot. Quantity over quality is the argument that people make because they're releasing so many levels in a short period of time. And I think they're mainly referring to the ones that the Fall Guys team made. I mean, recently with this new batch of levels we got, they're actually adding levels made by the players now, which is huge. That's a very good step in the right direction. Because the levels that Fall Guys team was making in creative, they were a bit lackluster, I'll be honest. I mean, some of them were fun, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they were kind of rushed, especially Gentle Gauntlet, that one of those first levels that we got in SS4. That looked like it could have been made by like a 6-year-old's crayon drawing or something. I don't know. It was just too simple. No offense to Mediatonic or whatever,
I know. And then I know you said that they made a level recently. I can't remember the name of it. That was a little more on the difficult side. So I guess they're really trying to experiment is the impression that I'm getting.
I mean, the Fall Guys team, like Mediatonic, they can make some amazing levels, but the ones that they made using the creative thing, most of them were, I just feel like they just quantity over quality. But now I feel like that problem is pretty much fixed because they're actually adding levels that are made by the players. I hope they add that into the creator round playlist 5 whenever we get that. Solo show, but yeah,
it's amazing they've been putting that in customs, but dude, it's been great. It's been great. I'm happy to say that we're playing this game because I feel like in a lot of communities, especially recently, like man, they just been getting the short end of the stick. Meanwhile, Fall Guys is kind of eating, but it seems like maybe the mainstream popularity kind of died down a little bit, you know? Do you think there's a way to bring that back? Or will there ever be a point where people kind of like look back and say, hey, we should check out Fall Guys again? Because some of the biggest creators, like we're talking Tim the Tapman, we're talking Courage, hosted one of the biggest tournaments we've ever seen. A lot of Twitch rivals. Like, what do you think it's going to take?
I don't think there's going to be another popularity burst.
Really?
Because like, okay, in Legacy, like the initial launch back in 2020, that was huge. I don't even know why it was so big in the first place. I still don't get that.
It may be a case of just like free to play and perfect timing. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about before that, like in 2020 when they released it on PlayStation and PC, you know, like when the game first came out.
Fair.
See, that was also big. I think the free-for-all launch was probably bigger, but the original launch back in August 2020 was definitely huge as well. And I don't even know why it was so big. Maybe it was just the E3 trailer that they released and people, I don't know. But yeah, so I don't think there's going to be another burst like those two that we had. I think what's going to happen is as long as Mediatonic is consistently adding new things to the game to make it more refreshing, we're still going to have the Fall Guys community and people will come and go in the game. The game is still pretty popular. If you look at like the most popular Nintendo Switch games, like it's really high up there.
Interesting.
I don't think people realize how popular Fall Guys is on Nintendo Switch. It might not be as popular.
I would have never guessed that. So how do you measure that? Because I don't have a Switch yet.
Well, if you look at like the charts, like first of all, it usually appears like on the top, around the top of the shop. But also, like if you look at the charts, it is one of the most popular Switch games. Currently, the thing is, the game is still popular. It's just you don't see it as much because your favorite like big variety streamers and creators aren't really playing it as much. But at the same time, that's not really true because a month ago, or maybe like a week after Creative launched, I saw like XQC and I'm Dante and a bunch of other like huge streamers were playing Fall Guys again for like some sort of Twitch thing. So people do still like come back to it. I just think as long as the developers are adding stuff, it's going to be just like up and down, up and down, and up and down. But we're not going to have another like huge spike in popularity.
Yeah. Do you expect a huge down in popularity?
I don't think so. I think if it does decrease in popularity again, it'll be slow.
Yeah.
Like, because I think it's at this point it's already not the lowest it can get, but like, you know, it's like kind of just where it's at. I don't really know, but I think the only way that we would ever be able to have another popularity burst is if they somehow got their game on mobile. which I don't know how they would do that, because I heard Epic Games isn't really on good terms with Apple, because if you saw, Fortnite got removed from the App Store on iPhones. Yeah. So I'm not entirely, maybe they could release it on Android. I'm not entirely sure, but if they did that, that could be a way that there'd be a popularity burst. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. I will say, and again, my experience, maybe you'd have a unique insight being an OG, but the Fall Guys community, shout out to those guys. You guys are more hardcore and loyal than I could have possibly expected. I mean,
there's a lot of people like that I've seen. They just kind of stick with the game, like, no matter what. Like, I mean, they might leave a little bit, but there are some, like, there's definitely some hardcore Fall Guys fans that they'll play the game no matter what.
I couldn't believe it. Like, stuck through and through, and now it almost feels like they're being rewarded for it in a way that I've never seen before. Like I said, even in my age, like, a lot of communities end up dissipating because of lack of content or lack of features or glitches, bugs, lack of communication. This community is shockingly loyal to this game, and I think to its benefit. I think it shows. Yeah, I think it shows with the game.
I think it's like, that's kind of how I view it on YouTube, right? Because when I was making content about Fall Guys during Legacy, when the game was that's what a dead game looks like. Yeah. You think the game was dead during SS3? No, bro. Play during Legacy Season 5, like midway through Legacy Season 5, and you'll see what a dead game truly looks like. Like, it used to be a lot worse. Yeah. So yeah, I think just the fact that I was making content during Legacy, that definitely was, like, the factor, like, why my channel grew so much, because I was one of the only people to watch after the game went free. Everyone else was like a variety creator, checking it out for the first time. Right. Which is that's fun in itself. Like, if you watch someone like Flight, like Flight Reacts, you know who that is, right? Yes. If you watch him play Fall Guys, you're watching him to see him suck at the game and rage about it. Yeah. Whereas if you watch me, you're watching someone that, like, already has, like, years of experience of the game. That you just want to see them complete crazy challenges and stuff. So it's different. Both things have their own. Yeah. Which
I would love to get into, by the way, like, your evolution of your content. But why don't we start from the beginning, if it's okay with you?
Yeah, no worries.
Walk us through. Let's go from your first video. What made you say, I want to start this YouTube journey? And we'll walk from there. Talk to me about that.
So my first video was actually uploaded in 2015.
Wow.
So it's not up anymore, because I year after year, I would always cringe at my old stuff, and I would just end up deleting it. And I wish I didn't delete it. I wish I just privated it or something, because it would be cool to look back on that stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have it saved. All those videos that I made are on my iPad, which I also lost. So I don't have that anymore. But the first videos I ever uploaded were in 2015. And I literally was just playing Minecraft Pocket Edition. I swear, bro, it was so dumb. I would just screen record myself. I remember being so excited when Apple added a feature to screen record. I was on my iPad mini, and I was playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, like, recording myself playing it, and I sounded so dead. I was just talking, like, my voice was so squeaky back then too. My God. But yeah, and over the years, I did a bunch of different stuff. I had a bottle flipping channel, which got 1,000 subscribers. I don't actually, maybe it wasn't 1,000, maybe it was like 100. It's been so long. But in 2016, I had a bottle flipping channel, which was my first somewhat success. I would make videos where I do bottle flipping trick shots in 2016. Yeah. And that channel's gone. That doesn't exist anymore. But I tried music, and there is a channel where I was making music on that is still up on YouTube. I don't know if I want to give it out yet, because it's just, but I there is one of my old channels that is still up somewhere. It's not that old. It's like 3 years ago.
What kind of music was it?
I was a producer. I would make, like, beats. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like hip hop beats or what?
Yeah. Like rap beats. Really? Like Playboy Cardi type beats, stuff like that. Yeah.
Hey, because some people,
I was really getting into it. Yeah.
Some people in chat were talking about you did raps. Is this true?
I did do that as well. I tried rapping, but it didn't go very well. Well, I think they're referring to the, like, funny diss tracks I made on Stentric. That carried over from the previous experience I had. But yeah, back in the day, like 2017, 2018, I did rap for a little bit, or maybe even 2019. I don't know.
No way.
Yeah. But The thing is, Stentric was never intentional. That's I said. I don't know if I've said this before. I might have said it in something.
Yeah, you've expressed that it kind of like it almost fell in.
Yeah, so Stentric was originally the first video I ever uploaded on Stentric was not a Fall Guys video. It was a Minecraft video.
Yeah,
and it was
my iPad Minecraft.
No. This is separate. The iPad Minecraft was that was 2015. I'm talking about the first video on Stentric, like the current channel that I have.
Okay.
If you go to when my channel was created, like in the about section, you can see when a channel started. I uploaded my first video the first day I created my channel, and it was a video where I played Minecraft on my Xbox, and I was like just trolling people with this thing. Like I was just trolling people with this creative thing that I was doing, and that video is deleted. It's gone. I think I re-uploaded it as a joke for like a day and then deleted it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first video on Stentric, and I don't remember exactly why I uploaded it. I think my like wanted me to try making a gaming video, but after that, just audio, and also the stream's loading. Is that just for me? Oh, never mind. Okay. Wait, are you good? You hear me? Just making sure. Oh, lag. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is gonna happen for a little bit. You should be able to hear me now, correct?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we're back.
It's a good thing I have your stream open, so like I'll stop talking as soon as I see that.
I appreciate that.
But so 2020, the first video was the Minecraft video. I deleted that. My friend just wanted me to make a gaming video, I guess, so I tried it out, like just Minecraft trolling. One video, I deleted it. And then fast forward like a year later, I was uploading no videos. I didn't upload my next video for like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
And then when Fall Guys came out, I got really into it. And at this time, I was still more focused on my music channel.
Yeah.
I was just really into Fall Guys. I thought it was fun. So at the time, I still had my Stentric channel, and I was using it to upload clips of like funny stuff that would happen when I play. So at the start, I was actually uploading. It's funny because these got no views. So literally no one on the planet knows about these videos. This is the first time I've ever mentioned it. I made Cyberpunk 2077 clips on Stentric, and I made like 20 of those. They're all gone. This is like a completely unknown thing about my channel. I made a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 videos that are all gone.
Wow, that's very fascinating. I'm gonna write that down. Okay.
So yeah, there was a combination of Cyberpunk clips and Fall Guys clips until I eventually decided to make another, attempt at a real gaming video where it was more of an informational video where I made top 5 rare skins in Fall Guys, and that was just a video where I talked about the rare skins. And since then, that's like the second earliest video that's still uploaded that I didn't take down.
Yeah.
Before that was another Fall Guys clip that I left up because I thought it was funny. But yeah, after I uploaded that rarest skins video, I just went to sleep and I woke up and I saw 700 views. Like, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, why is the video doing so well? I don't get it. and I found out, I basically discovered this at the moment. Nobody was making Fall Guys videos. This was season 3 Legacy at the time, and nobody was making Fall Guys videos. It was like there was Caboose and there was a few other people. I didn't even know Caboose yet.
Yeah.
So with that success, I decided to keep going. And eventually, I was so invested in Stentric, especially after it got 1,000 subscribers, because I continued to upload clips after the rare skins video. And for some reason, the algorithm was just pushing these random like 15-second clips I was uploading.
Yeah.
And I was getting really into it. So eventually I stopped working on the music channel because you put too much time into plan B, then plan A will fail. I just wanted to focus on one thing.
That's a good way to look at it. Is that something that you kind of figured on your own? Is that some friendly advice given to you?
What do you mean?
That if you follow, like if you have a plan B, then plan A will fail. When did you feel like that was true?
What's funny? Caboose told me that. That's literally Caboose told me that.
Wow,
like,
Caboose.
I think he told me that saying, but I've always like basically had that mindset.
Right.
But
it was like instinctual to say like, hey, like.
Yeah, it's just if you get distracted with, you can't work on a bunch of different things at once. If you put all your energy into one thing, then it's gonna be a lot better. Yeah. But yeah, so after I posted a lot of clips, and I also experimented with other stuff. I would try like little sort of long videos, like 3-minute videos, informational videos. I eventually decided that since there was barely any other people making Fall Guys content at the time, I gotta start collabing with the other people, because if the community is so condensed, then we might as well just, you know, form together. Because like, what's the point of like us just, So the first person I reached out to was Fall Guys Stuff. I don't know if you know who that is. He makes
Fall Guys Stuff.
Fall Guys Stuff. He basically makes like these sort of challenge videos, commentary video. He doesn't talk though. He puts subtitles on the screen. That's what he does now. And he was the first person I ever collabed with. There's a really old video on his channel where we played together. And then after that, I collabed with Basic Player 101. We made a video on the Season 4 Battle Pass, the Legacy Season 4 Battle Pass. Yeah. And finally, it just randomly, I was playing a show that was out in Fall Guys called Slime Climb Time. It was like 3 rounds of Slime Climb. And every round, I kept getting grabbed by bananas, like over and over and over again. For some reason, the banana skin. It was always the banana skin. Yeah. So I decided to make a video called We Are at War, where I basically
I remember you talked about this. This is how the whole battle started.
Yeah. So I made a video called We Are at War, where I told everyone to grab every banana skin that they see in their games. And this went on for a couple weeks of us just trolling any banana skins we see. I was live streaming, we would be griefing bananas. Yeah. And then I saw that Caboose TV, another, you know, like big Fall Guys YouTuber at the time, one of the only people posting content, made a video. I am the most toxic banana in Fall Guys. That's literally the title of the video. So I was like, this is perfect. Yeah. So I made a video, a message to Caboose TV to try to get in touch with him. Because I thought it would be funny if we 1v1. I had never interacted with him before this. Okay. So he commented on the video with his Discord tag. I reached out, and then, you know, we set up a 1v1 to like finish the whole beef with the bananas that we had. Yeah. At the time, I was wearing the astronaut skin and the Star Guy skin, and I called it the Star Army. Yeah. And he had the banana gang, and we were just at this war, and it lasted actually for a long time. We kept going with it. Made a lot of like battle videos and stuff. Yeah. It was like a cool trend that I know you started, and that you've spoken on it before. It was basically like the whole, I mean, since then there's been so much army stuff, but that was like the catalyst to it. I think that was, if we didn't do that, it would have been a lot harder, because at the time, Legacy Fall Guys was just so dead. It was hard to actually, you know, get people interested in Fall Guys content at the time. I think us starting that whole like rivalry and army stuff really made the Legacy days of Fall Guys a lot more interesting. Yeah. So I'm definitely glad that happened. And another funny thing, this is the last thing I'll say
Take all the time you need, brother.
Yeah. Another funny thing is, the only reason Caboose saw the video that I made, a message to him, the only reason when he saw it is because 5 minutes earlier to me posting the video, he made a community post saying, I'm making a video about the best Fall Guys players. Comment who's the best. Okay. And a bunch of people were commenting Stentric, because I guess I was just doing well in the algorithm at the time. Yeah. So he searched up Stentric, and the first video he saw was a message to Caboose TV 1 minute ago. So the stars aligned. Like, that is insane. Like the odds of that happening are so low. So and I don't know. I'm glad all that stuff happened. Yeah. And it still seems to be, you guys are still Yeah, like we've been friends ever since. Like, that literally like was the catalyst to like a very long lasting friendship, YouTube collaboration, everything. Like I still talk to him like every day. Wow. So I don't know if you saw, but there was a while ago, a few months ago, when I hit 100K subs, I even like flew out to his house. Yeah. And I was at his house for a few weeks as well. Yeah. Yeah. You gave him a couple slaps. Yeah. All guys, yeah. Shout out to him. He took him like a man. Yeah. So what'd you say? You like, look, man, I ain't doing that. I'll slap you, but you ain't slapping me. How did that go? Yeah, we might do another one if we ever do another IRL collaboration. We might do one where he has to slap me every time I fall. I gotta make up for it. There it is. Yeah. All right. I think it's only fair. Yeah. So let's go back a little bit though. I love the story. I love the come up. Talk to me about when you first hit 100K. You made that video. You were dancing with the little Fall Guys bean. How are you feeling when that happened? Dancing with the what do you mean? Yeah, you did a 1K celebration video, and you were 100K or 1K. What do you mean? 1K. I'm sorry, 1K. 1K. 1,000 subscriber special.
You using the astronaut outfit, the Star Army outfit.
So that was back in that was back in Legacy Fall Guys. After I was still uploading a bunch of like Fall Guys clips at the time, and I still don't understand why those clips got any views, because the way that the YouTube algorithm works is based off of watch time. So I still can't wrap my head around how those 15-second clips were getting views. It might have just been a weird like algorithm thing, or the lack of Fall Guys content at the time. Yeah. But yeah, so those just did really well in the algorithm, and I eventually got 1,000 subscribers. I also started live streaming around then. I'm not sure when. It was definitely sometime around Legacy Season 4. I'm not sure exactly when my first stream was though. Yeah. But that also played a big part in getting 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I was so hyped. It took so long. I've literally been doing like YouTube for like 6 years at the time, and I had never hit that many subscribers before. So yeah, man, it was great. It was a great feeling.
Do you tell anyone? Do you tell your friends, family, or?
So I never really like. I don't think I told people about it for a while. I mean, I think my mom found out about my channel like when I got maybe 5K subs. I actually started like telling her a little bit about it, but before then I wasn't really talking about it that much.
Would you be able to speak on to why you were hesitant for that?
I mean, like, because I viewed it as a hobby. Like, I feel like getting other people like in real life involved in it wasn't there was really no point. It would just feel like bragging at that point. Like there's not really a reason to, but once it started to get bigger, I wanted to tell people about it. So if there's like like someone says, hey, you want to hang out? I could just be open. You know, I got to record a video. Yeah, they know that I do YouTube. Same thing with my mom. If like I tell her that I'm recording. So that there was a certain point I had to do that. That was also when I started to make like more professional types of content, like live streams or stuff like that. Yeah.
And when did it dawn on you that you said, oh man, I could actually make a living doing this?
So I never monetized my channel until Fall Guys went free, which was like years after. That was years after I was uploading in Legacy. So this is another thing, a really interesting thing that I wanted to touch on in this interview as well. For so long, for
conversation, like, remember, I want everybody to know this.
Yeah, for like 7-8 years or whatever, as long as I've been doing YouTube, I always did it purely for fun. I did not care about making money from it at all. I never even thought about it. So when Fall Guys went free, at the time, I had been wanting to get my channel monetized for a while back in like season 5 or season 6 of Legacy, and when I finally. It was honestly a coincidence how I got it set up right around the time that Fall Guys went free, but it worked out really well because that was when it really started to grow my channel with all those free-to-play players coming in. Yeah. So that's when YouTube went from a hobby to a career ever since SS1. And this is the thing. A lot of people will tell me that like I've changed ever since Fall Guys went free. I get a lot of people telling me about that. How like my old content was better or whatever. The reason why it had to change is for like a few different reasons. Well, at the start, if you go to like my Legacy videos, they still probably are like this. But at the time, I was only getting maybe 2,000 views, 3,000 views a video, maybe sometimes like 500 views a video. Okay. But once the free-to-play release came out, I knew I could grow my channel a lot. So I didn't want to just keep messing around, uploading clips and like little meme videos. I wanted to actually study the algorithm and figure out how to make like the best videos possible. Okay. So that's when I found out about audience retention and watch time and click-through rate and everything that goes into actually making a video perform well. Yeah. And that's why when Fall Guys went free, my videos definitely looked a lot more like professionally done, or I guess some people would use the word generic, because it's just that that there's certain strategies that most YouTubers will use, and I guess that becomes like generic or whatever. Like Mr. Beast, he edits his faces a certain way. I kind of took inspiration from that. Of course, I make my faces like smoother in thumbnails, and I don't know.
Did you like preemptively kind of knew like it's going free to play, now's the time?
Yeah, I knew that free to play was going to grow the game a lot, and I wanted to, I really wanted to grow my channel. I wanted to use that opportunity to grow the channel a lot bigger. So the problem with that is one of the first things I learned about YouTube and how to grow as a gaming channel is you got to be energetic in your videos. That's one of the first things I learned. So if you go to my really early SS1 videos, I am like a maniac. I'm like, today, well, I am an absolute maniac.
Yeah.
And that's because I didn't actually know how to do that. I like, be super energetic. So it went from 0 to 100 like real quick. So, but then over time throughout SS1, SS2, SS3, I sort of evolved where my old self was combined with my new self, and it was like, and now I can be energetic, but it's sort of natural.
Yeah.
So instead of today we're doing, now it's like today we're going to be doing. It sounds a little bit more natural, I guess. That makes sense.
A huge compliment to you, I want to say, and something that I noticed you specifically do is you speak, and this is something I struggle, and it's mainly because like it may have to do with like English wasn't my first language, so it may be a little difficult for me sometimes. And sometimes I stutter over myself or not use my tongue properly. But you speak very clearly. Like it's really impressive. I don't know if that's by design or that's just the way you speak, but when you really are good at like enunciating your words, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so this is a thing that I really struggled with before. When I started making, was something that literally every single YouTuber on the planet will go through.
Yeah.
When you first start making videos, you are not going to like the sound of your own voice.
Yeah.
You will hate the sound of your own voice. But now, like after doing it for so long, I can listen to my own voice on recording as much as I want, and I don't cringe at it at all anymore. Like, cause it's just, I've kind of just learned what my voice sounds like. You know that whole thing where people will say that in their head, their voice sounds deeper than it actually comes out on recording or whatever?
Yes.
I lost that. I don't get that anymore. The way that my voice sounds in my head is exactly how it is in videos.
Yeah.
So if you do YouTube for long enough, you develop this sort of confidence where you can be energetic, like, because part of YouTube, obviously you should be yourself. You got to be yourself to an extent. But you can't just be like, hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna be playing Fall Guys, but I can't touch pink. It's like no one wants to watch that. Like no one wants to watch that.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a combination of energy, but then you also got to make it seem natural, basically.
Yeah.
So how I am in my videos is me, but just slightly amped up a little bit. Sometimes I'll literally just drink an energy drink before a video just to get myself hyped.
Yeah. I know you said on the live stream, as you were cracking open a Red Bull, you were like, all I hear is, hey guys, you shouldn't drink energy drinks.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah. Energy drinks are really bad for you guys.
As he chugs a freaking 16-ouncer.
Don't drink energy drink, guys. Everyone in the chat, do not drink energy drinks. They're very bad. They're very bad for you.
Oh man. So moving on. At where you're at right now, you're doing very interesting things. Speaking of your content, I love the enunciation. I love that now that Jimmy has some lore. Like I know it's a little bit more of a meme. I know you're having fun with it. But I feel like, and this is why I say I feel like you're one of the most important people, because your videos, it almost feels like you pace where the community goes. I don't know if you feel this way or you would agree with that sentiment.
What do you mean?
Like, I've seen numerous people rock the Jimmy, profile pic now.
Oh, you're
the culture seems the culture of Fall Guys seems to shift on YouTube with you. Like,
so I try to just like keep the game fresh by like doing cool stuff and doing like events and doing armies and stuff. Something that a lot of people point out, a lot of people mention this. I keep changing my army and people complain about that. But that's like what keeps things fresh. If you look at the beginning, at the start, it was an astronaut army, star army.
Yeah.
Then for a very short period of time, I had a slushy army where everyone wore the slushy costume.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one even remembers that by now.
Yeah.
I did so many. Dino army, monkey army. I did so many. And then eventually I came down to Jimmy, where it was a red bean. And the reason for that was, I think I talked about this in a recent video.
You talked about it in the Q&A and how it stood out in the thumbnails.
It's because of thumbnails. Yeah. So I saw that everyone was using red beans in their thumbnails. So I was like, okay, I'll just wear red bean as my skin. So I started this thing called Jimmy. And recently I've actually grown tired of it. If you look at the new like blue change, I grew tired of the red because I started getting like thinking about it in my head. It didn't make any sense because my brand is blue.
Yeah.
But then my Fall Guys character is red. So that's something that always kind of bothered me because I only started it because of thumbnails. So
right.
I just basically changed Jimmy to blue. I like created a reason for it, and I like to keep things fresh, just switch everything up every now and then.
Man, I love it. I'm here for it, man. Like, I'm ready to hear the second part of where Jimmy goes. Maybe he'll fall into a bucket.
I mean, maybe I'll just start creating an entirely new army. I mean, I probably will, to be honest. Like, if they release another cool skin, like maybe in the future there'll be a Mario collab, and then I make a Mario army. Everyone has to wear the Mario and Luigi skins,
and then you'll have to update. You'll have to update Jimmy's canon.
I was gonna do a SpongeBob army in SS3, but that never happened.
And why not?
I thought that not enough people would be able to get the skin because it was so far up in the battle pass.
Yeah, that was something I struggled with too. Like when I do like a team custom, I try to make it accessible to everyone, which is good that you're being thoughtful of that.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure that was a problem I had in Legacy and why the Star Army was so short-lived. Because back in Legacy, you never had to spend any money on the game besides paying the $20 to get the game.
Yeah.
After that, all the skins you could earn, so it didn't really matter. Like, there could be as many astronauts as you want. The problem is, ever since SS1, you have to actually pay real money for skins. So I always try to make sure everything's free.
Yeah. And that's very thoughtful of you to say that because, like I said, like, people come from different walks of life. So it's good to see that you at least like consider that.
And then no one can even join the army if there's no one with the skins and there's no army.
Yeah. It's very exciting to be able to say like, oh, I can install Fall Guys and join in on that. So you've walked us through that. You've ended up. This is where you're at now. I know you made yourself crystal clear, and I'm impressed by this. And I want to dive into your mind that you're not going anywhere unless Fall Guys falls.
Yeah, I've mentioned this before. So this is actually something I should touch on. I've never actually publicly talked about this, but I am currently running 8 YouTube channels.
What?
I'm growing. Most of them are not connected to Stentric. My goal is, because I love making Stentric videos. Making gaming videos is what I do for fun, not for money. I don't do it for money. I get money from it, which is great. I like that, but I do it for fun. It's even if I was making no money from Stentric, I'd still make videos. I mean, I wouldn't be able to pay my editors, but I still make videos. So my goal is, I know so much about the YouTube algorithm now, like it's insane. So I've discovered this thing called faceless YouTube channels, where I will basically make a YouTube channel, like whether it's documentary videos or anything that I can monetize that isn't me. It's just, it's a faceless video, like a top 10 list stuff like that.
Yeah.
I make channels with those videos and I build them up and I start making money from those. So my goal is, in the future, those will be my main sources of revenue, and then I can just keep doing Stentric for fun, because I never want it to feel like I have to make a Stentric video. I never want it to feel like it's my job, or like I'm forced to do it or anything. I always want to like keep the joy of it, because I genuinely love doing this. Like, I genuinely love it.
It comes off, and that's what I mean. Like, and I don't mean to cut you off, but when I heard you say that, I was like, this is a level of determination that I haven't seen from anyone. And so
the thing, so the thing is, if Fall Guys ever gets to a point where the developers literally shut it down, then like, I have the knowledge about the YouTube algorithm to where I could move to something else, but I never actually plan on switching my Stentric channel into variety or doing other games.
Yeah, I
consider that a Fall Guys channel and a Fall Guys channel forever, at least, for the foreseeable future. It's possible I'll change my mind at some point, but currently I believe that's permanently a Fall Guys channel. And if I ever want to do like side stuff, like GTA 6 is coming out, I really want to play that. I'm thinking about making a channel called like Stentric GTA or something, where I make GTA 6 videos.
Yeah.
But Stentric, the main channel that I have, is never going to switch to other games. If I do other games or anything else, it's going to be on a different channel.
8 channels, you said?
Yeah, most of them are connected to Stentric. It's just side things I'm working on. Because I really don't want Stentric to be my main source of revenue. I want to do it for fun. And even if I do make money from it, that's fine. I don't want like to create a mindset where I feel like I have to make a Stentric video, or because you know how like if someone, I don't know, if someone like works like if you work a job for longer than 10 years, chances are like a lot of people will probably get tired of it. So then they'll wake up at like 6 in the morning. Maybe they work at like some sort of company or something. They'll wake up like really early and they'll be like, oh, I got to go to work.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't want to feel that way about Stentric. I don't want to wake up and be like, oh, I have to make a Stentric video. No, I want to get excited for it. Like if you think about how you felt when you were a little kid, right? Like when you're really young and you have a field trip at school coming up, you're gonna get right out of bed immediately in the morning. Like, yes, I get a museum field trip today. Like, you're excited. But if you have to go to school and there's nothing going on, then you're gonna get up tired and not want to do it. I always want to keep Stentric. I always want to keep having fun with Stentric. I like it.
And when did you feel like you needed to? Okay, I guess my next question's in two parts. Like, do you feel like you came to that determination after already working on said channels, or did you make said channels in order to prevent yourself from feeling that way?
It's kind of a combination of the two. I've never fully felt that way. I've always had fun with Stentric, but there were periods of times, especially during SS3. In fact, if you look at the SS, you know, because you were talking about how dry that season was. If you look at the period of time where I was making Fall Guys, but I can't touch pink, and then Fall Guys, but I can't touch green, Fall Guys, but I can't touch blue, and I made like 6-7 different skin challenges, Fall Guys Sonic challenge, Fall Guys Golden challenges. I don't like making those. I'll just say it honestly. I don't like making those videos because it's so repetitive. I want to be fresh and new with my content, but SS3 was so dry. There were days where I knew, okay, I got to record Fall Guys Sonic challenge. So waking up for that was a little bit like, you know, I wasn't super hyped about that, but I mean, I don't know. I always want to make sure I'm having fun with Stentric. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I feel like there's a lot of people that like rely on me for Fall Guys content since there's not a lot of people doing it. And I would feel bad like leaving them, if that makes sense. When the game actually gets shut down, no one can play it anymore. So I have no control over that. But as long as like there's still people looking for Fall Guys content and the game is still playable, like I'm not just gonna like ditch all the people that, you know, wait for my next video. I'm keep doing it.
Man, I gotta go back to this 8 channels thing, dude. Like, walk me through that. Like,
so
are they active? Like, dude, you're blowing my mind with that.
The thing is about faceless channels, when you do that kind of stuff, it's called outsourcing. What you do is if you hire a lot of people, like if you hire a script writer for the video, if you hire a thumbnail maker for the video, the channels are essentially pay to win. You can basically, you don't have to do much for the channel. You just think of the idea and then you know, hire the scriptwriter, you hire the thumbnail maker, and then those side channels, they'll kind of work themselves mostly. I you know, obviously I have to do some stuff, but
of course.
That's my goal. So I can use that to generate enough income to support everything. And then I could keep doing Stentric for fun. Never have to feel like, you know, I have to make a Stentric video or anything. That's just my goal.
Wow, that's really fascinating. It's almost like being like I don't know how to properly articulate this, but bear with me. Maybe it's like almost like being like a mogul, but for channels. You know what I mean? Like you got multiple avenues of revenue, and this all feeds your one hobby. That's really cool.
If you learn enough about the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't matter what niche it is, you can do very well. Like you can make 10, 20 different YouTube channels. If you know about the YouTube algorithm, you can definitely grow those channels. Like I started a channel recently. I can't give out the names because if Fall Guys audience,
of course.
But there's one channel I started where I posted one video and like first video on the channel, brand new, and a day later it was already at 90,000 views. So if you really like study the algorithm, you could do it. It's all you could do it. Right. Study it. Look, if you guys, if everyone in the chat listening, and even you.
Absolutely. Listen, I'll take it all.
If you want to make some extra money, like if you want to just do a side hustle, if you want to support yourself, do some research on faceless YouTube channels. Just Google faceless YouTube channels, YouTube automation. It's a whole rabbit hole. If you get invested in it and you learn about the YouTube algorithm, you can truly like make a lot of money and support yourself. It's a good thing. Like it's just pure entrepreneurship. It's good.
Right. And you've got that hustle mentality. It seems like you've got it pretty figured out. When did you feel like when did you look into this? Because you're pretty young, man. You're not that much older than I talked to OPJ last week. I don't want to ask your age, but I know it's public. I think it's on like Wiki, Tubia, is it?
Yeah, I'm 18, and you know something I did want to mention that you're gonna start asking about my age and stuff. So I just should mention this. About a year ago, when I was getting really invested in making YouTube videos and making gaming videos, I dropped everything for YouTube. I dropped out of high school. I literally dropped every single thing to put all of my focus into YouTube. Okay. YouTube is. I wake up every day, like the first thing I think, I'm excited to just go and make YouTube videos. I got nothing else, dude. Like that, I just focus on YouTube. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not like I stay in the house all day. I do stuff, but you know, I don't want to have any distractions. Like I'm so determined to do YouTube, like literally.
That's really commendable, man. Like yeah, I wish I was this determined when I was your age. That's really cool, man. I
don't condone dropping out of school. I don't condone that. Stay in school, kids. But the thing is, in my situation, let's be honest, it's probably stupid. I should have finished it. I was almost done. I was literally 17. I was almost done. I should have finished it. But the thing is, I just felt like so much time went into it and a lot of other things. And I just wanted to free up as much time as possible. Like I spent hours studying YouTube. I spent hours making videos, like recording. Like, bro, there's so much that goes on in like my content creation stuff that isn't like public to the Stentric audience, because there's so much other stuff unrelated to Stentric that I'm doing. YouTube. I just love YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Now wow. Like how early? Like yeah, we're good now. It was a quick one. How far back can you remember where you said you looked at YouTube? Because I was watching YouTube for a long time, but can you think back to when you saw it and you said like you saw the dream and you said I want that? Or was it mainly like when Fall Guys went free for all?
So the whole like YouTube dream, right? The thing about YouTube is I don't know what it's like. Okay, there's people out there that, okay, I really want to be a singer. I really want to be this, that, and the third. Now, oftentimes, if it's like a hobby sort of thing that they want to turn into a career, it's not because they want to do it for money. It's because they're passionate about that thing, but it'll also make them money. You know what I mean? So it's like freedom. But so a lot of people, they'll get into YouTube because they'd be like, oh, I can make money making videos. Like, yes, let me go get rich, right? The problem is that's not going to turn out with faceless channels, like that I just mentioned earlier, faceless YouTube channels. Those you can do those for money. That's fine, because that's not really like a personalities YouTube channel. Stentric, that's like me. That's a personality YouTube channel. If you do that for money, you're gonna fall out of love so quickly. So that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So my whole thing about YouTube about Stentric isn't money. I just have this weird, inexplainable desire to make videos. I don't know what it is. For some reason, there's YouTube is just so desirable. Like growing as a YouTube channel, like going from like 100K, 150K subscribers, and like just it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the journey is fun. Like starting from nothing and then just growing and making videos, and you know, just the whole community, like seeing a bunch of people like the work that you make. It's fun.
I know, like man, like I almost wish I was there for your journey, because watching it just from the videos, because I was doing my little homework and watching like when you did your 1K subscriber special, when you actually did your face reveal and you put the little bag over your head. What was going through your mind with that, by the way?
Yeah, so I needed to face. I had already face reveal on YouTube because I had so many other channels, but on Stentric, you know, I had to face reveal. I got the face reveal out of the way super quick. Like as soon as I started growing, I was immediately like, okay, I got to reveal my face quickly. Look at what happened with Dream. He took so long to reveal his face, and he got bullied into putting the mask back on.
I know.
How does that even happen?
I know.
This is what happens when you wait too long to reveal your face. This is an advice. If any of you want to become YouTubers, like a YouTube personality, make videos of yourself, reveal your face. If it's a faceless channel where you make list videos and stuff, then you don't have to reveal. It's faceless for a reason. If you're a YouTube personality, reveal your face as soon as possible, or it's going to become an issue. Like it is going to become a problem.
Yeah, because I was saying this, like I don't know if you remember, like the gap between him making content and finally face revealing. I don't know if you remember, it was pretty wide. Like when that, like how long we've been waiting. Like I can only imagine the amount of nerves. So he, like, could you say too that it depends on the person? You know
It's
what I
just
mean?
when you wait so long to reveal your face, you build up hype around it. The entire reason why Dream was so popular was because people wanted to know what he looked like. That was like the big mystery, right? It made him so. Sunny V2 made a video on it, which kind of like delved into it a lot. But the one of the biggest reasons why it was so popular was because of that mystery surrounding what he looked like.
Yeah.
So that buildup was so massive that all these people out there, all these teenagers that watch Dream, all these people, they all expected him to look like a chiseled god, like this extremely attractive Giga Chad man, a specimen of a human.
Yeah.
And he's just a normal dude. Like
Yeah.
we're just normal people. So their expectations were way too high.
Yeah.
Dream isn't even ugly. I think we can all agree. Chad,
No.
be honest. Dream is not ugly. He looks normal.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Dream?
So it's literally just because the expectations were way too high for the face reveal.
And don't cap.
That's
like,
why you gotta.
Some of you, come on. Don't cap. Mid? Nah, I don't believe that. Listen, the thing is that it's so.
That's why you gotta face reveal so early. It's
Right,
if you build it up. If Memulus, I don't know how many people know who that is, but Memulus is another like big like. He's more big in the UK or whatever. He's like a British YouTuber. He also doesn't reveal his face. He wears a similar thing. He wears like a bandana around his face and covers it up. If he did a face reveal, that he'd probably have a similar thing that Dream had because he's waited so long.
Right.
At this point, he's best off just not revealing his face because it'd be so difficult to make that work after a long buildup.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. When he went back, I kind of was surprised, man. It seemed like he was a little, maybe like overthunk it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it though. The internet's a brutal place. What has been your experience with the internet? Have you had some situations where you're like, man, like this is tough, or has it been a blessing the whole time? How's it been for you?
I love hate comments. I don't know if I've ever said. I love
Don't
criticism.
tell that to my chat. They're gonna go crazy.
So okay. If someone comments on a video, F you, I hate you, you're stupid. That doesn't help. But if I see someone say, bro, your thumbnails are so cringe, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go direct message that person and ask them, hey, what do you think is wrong with the thumbnails?
Yeah.
And I'll hear them out. I do this so often, and some of you might even be one of those people. I might have reached out to you. I don't hide the criticism, or I never like hide channels from a lot of people will hide channels from their comments or like try to, ignore hate or ignore criticism. If they hate my channel for a reason, that is great. I love that. I will immediately contact them and figure out what the problem is so I can fix that and make the videos the best they can possibly be. I confront criticism head on. So I will immediately message anyone who someone says worst YouTuber by far. See, yeah. So if I saw, like, obviously you're doing that as a joke, but if I saw a comment like that, I'm gonna message you and I'm gonna figure out what the problem is. So there's a person named Lyle Crocodile or something like that. He comments on Fall Guys videos. He's a big like Fall Guys YouTuber guy, right? He comments on those videos. I saw him constantly mentioning how my videos had become like too generic and over edited. So I went through a long like message history with him on Twitter where we were talking. I was trying to figure out like, hey, what do you think is wrong with that? It's like, how could I make it more unique? And so if you remember, I was actually the Sonic Challenge was the first video where I did this. After I took the criticism from him, I removed certain sound effects that he found annoying, and I realized other people also kind of found annoying as well.
Yeah.
I removed certain sound effects, and I also changed my subtitle font from the first one I was using was called Komika or something like that. It's the font that Mr. Beast uses.
Yeah.
And people found that too generic because it's what Mr. Beast uses, is what all the big YouTubers use. So it's not original, right? Yeah. So I changed my subtitle font to Titan 1, which is the Fall Guys font. And that's such a small change, but it goes a long way.
Yes.
It goes a long way. It just makes your videos look better.
Yeah, it stands out above the other ones. Because I imagine a lot of the people that are watching this, podcast right now, they watch other channels. They watch other people who use fonts and text and little details like that. The attention to detail there is important.
Yeah. I just think I think this is good advice for any like YouTuber starting out as well. don't just be like, oh yeah, screw the haters. They're just hating. No, like if someone hates your channel, chances are they're probably hating for a reason.
Right.
And it depends. It depends. I want to clarify this. I don't, because this could get some confusion.
Yeah.
If someone says, F you, you suck, that's not nothing. You can delete that comment. You can ignore it. That's fine. That doesn't mean that's not meaningful.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But if someone says, like, bro, the editing in this video is so cringe, like something specific, or like, bro, why are you overreacting about this? It's not that big of a deal, or something. Just message them if they have a Discord, or if the comment was on Twitter or something. Message them and just try to have a conversation with them about it, so you can learn about what they don't like about it. And obviously, you know, be yourself. I'm not saying change for others, because there's been plenty of times where someone that was giving me criticism was telling me not to do something, and I kept doing it anyway. I'm not going to listen to everyone, because I have my own style of content. I know what works on YouTube and what doesn't. Yeah. And if someone says something really stupid, like, bro, why don't you just upload 1 hour videos? Your videos are way too short. Upload 1 hour. I've actually had someone told me to upload every video, make sure it's 1 hour long at least. So I literally got criticism like that. I'm not going to listen to that. Yeah, I'm not uploading an hour video. Or if someone says upload 30-second videos again, no, it's not good for watch time. So depends. Yeah.
Yeah. I like your philosophy that you're open to criticism and hearing what people have to say. My only pushback to that is that I'm going to be honest with you, Stentric, in my whole years of living, when you confront someone head on, they always change their tone, bro. I don't know if you feel the same.
I've seen that as well. That's why the thing is, people like don't expect me.
They're not going to be honest with you. They're going to be like, oh, snap. Well, no, I didn't mean what I said. I just meant, like, you know what I mean? They always beat around the bush when you actually confront them.
They don't expect me to respond, because they think that I think for most YouTubers so cringe, like of my size or whatever, so cringe. I'd hate saying stuff like that, but most YouTubers of my size or whatever, that people don't expect them to reply, because they're like, oh, is this famous person or whatever, he's not going to reply. I read every single comment. Something a lot of YouTubers will do is they'll open up the comments of a video and they'll just look at the top comments. I don't do that. I search newest first.
Smart.
If you go, it filters newest first.
Yeah.
Top comments are garbage on YouTube. Yeah. Because there's always going to be these people being like, claim your 1 hour ticket here or something, just begging for likes. There's nothing meaningful there. If you search newest first, you're gonna find the insightful, normal comments where you can actually like read what people have to say.
Yeah. And you reach out to them and say, hey, why'd you say that? What was your reasoning?
I just figure out how I can improve the videos, and if it's a positive comment, you know, it's good as well. But yeah, I always like to read the comments.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting approach, because I'm going to be honest with you, man. I've heard the opposite from some people. Like, I've heard some people say that you should ban some people because it may affect... Well, I think it was mainly for streamers. Like, sometimes you kind of have to, because it'll dictate the pace of your community. Like, there's just some...
It depends on the person. I don't mean to be mean, but there are some people that can't handle people not liking them, or like hate or whatever. If for a lot of people, if they see someone say like your videos have gotten worse, they're so cringe now, a lot of people that they'll be like that kind of like messes with their mental or whatever, so they have to get rid of those comments. I get that. If you're that kind of person that you don't want to see that stuff and you're hiding those comments, or that's perfectly understandable. I get it. Me personally, I just like, someone could literally walk up to me on the street, punch me, and call me like the ugliest person on the entire planet, and I'll just get up and be like, okay, and just go back to my house. Nothing like offends me or hurts me in any way. Someone could say the nastiest thing in the world to me, and I wouldn't care. So
hold on, we gotta slow down. You just like walk me through that. How did you become like this? Because now I'm mind blown. You're saying,
I don't know. That's just kind of how I am, like, naturally. I just don't really. I mean, I do care what people say, because if someone, like I said, I mean, I'm gonna confront the criticism and figure out how I can improve the video. So obviously, I do care, but I don't get like hurt by that stuff. But if that makes sense, like, I always look for the reasoning and meaning behind things. So if someone says something, there's a reason behind it. And sometimes it's just trolling. If you see someone on Twitter with an NBA YoungBoy profile picture and they say ratio plus you fell off a long time ago, Playboy Cardi makes better videos or something. I just don't know. It's so stupid. Like there's so many Twitter trolls like that are just, they always say the same stuff. Like ratio, you fell off a long time ago. It's always the NBA YoungBoy profile picture. What is with that?
I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about, and then we'll move on from this topic because I think you made your point clear. But I'm not talking about like passive, you know, like, oh, this video sucks. Like, I guess like when it's like vile, when it's disingenuous, when it's like maybe a little bit more of an attack than it is a criticism. You still feel that you're cool with just like leaving them there and kind of just rolling with the punches, you think? Like,
no.
What would it take for you to actually say, you know what? I'm gonna ban
I didn't
this
mention
person.
this.
What would it take? Obviously, outside of, you know, like TOS, let's say.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't mention this. Sorry.
Go ahead.
This is a separate thing, actually.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, man, I got plenty of pages.
Yeah. So if I see a comment with criticism, like I said, I'm gonna message them. And then I'm gonna figure out what they dislike about. I'm private message them and figure out what they dislike about the video.
Yeah.
However, after that, I will delete the comment afterwards. Let me explain why.
Go ahead.
The way this is gonna sound so weird. No, this is just a weird way to talk. The way human psychology works.
Preach. Now you're speaking the truth.
Okay. Yeah. Let me explain.
Go ahead.
So
If
someone goes to a video, they could really enjoy the video. They could find a video on YouTube that they really enjoy. But if they go to the comment section and the first things they see are, bro, this guy sucks, you fell off. The way that human psychology works is that's going to manipulate them into hopping on the bandwagon of not liking this person.
Yes.
So that's why I will never ignore hate comments. I will always like talk with them and I will always read those. I always read those, but I'm not going to leave them. I'm not going to leave them up because then that's going to grow like a bacteria and it's going to create this agenda that that I suck or something.
Yes.
So yeah, that's something I do. I forgot to mention that. But yeah,
that's exactly what I was getting at, because it's even happened, and I think even maybe you would be humble enough to admit this because it's happened to me. I'll watch something that I genuinely enjoy, and I'll see a comment, and it almost like makes the video radioactive. Like, man, I feel almost dirty that I like this person or this video, you know, because you'll see a comment that just completely dunks on everything that you thought you just saw.
Yeah, it's just there's something about the way that human psychology works. People like being a part of things. So if they see a group of people not liking something, they're gonna join and not like it as well. Yeah. Like for example, remember that one YouTuber Morgs, that really like crazily energetic person that most people found really annoying. Yeah. Now, people who didn't even know who Morgs was, never saw a video ever, would make fun of him because other people were. Yeah. They're like, okay, this is the punching bag right now. All right, I'll do it too. And they don't even need to watch a video. They don't need to figure out why he's bad. Yeah. They just need to immediately not like them because it's just the way that the human psyche works. So, No, that's how I feel about it.
It's very much true, especially
be a leader, not a follower. W chat message. Message.
That's my Mount Dark Jupiter right there, man. He's one of the best I could have ever asked for. Thank God for him. And I see Lady, she's putting down the hammer, guys. You guys do what you got to do, man. You time out or ban however you need to, man. We don't need the toxicity right now. We're having a good conversation here with Stentric, guys. If you're tuning in, he's doing this out of his own will. First podcast he's ever done, and we're getting some really good insight. We talked about psychology. I know you brought up before, like, and again, not to get too into it, but I know you brought up in one of your live streams how you felt about Minecraft. I know you did the iPad stuff a little bit. Have you ever considered diving into that? I mean, I'm assuming Minecraft? Not because of how you have your YouTube set up, but there was a funny thing you said of how like there's always like some type of weirdo getting exposed for that. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I know you mentioned it in a live stream, so I'm not saying anything you haven't said.
Sorry, I got a little bit. I'm not following. What are you talking about? Sorry.
I know we were talking about like different communities, and how their reputation handles itself. I know you were a little hesitant to kind of be involved with the Minecraft community because, you know, there's always something being told about some guy being a weirdo. Something strange.
That wasn't why. Well, the iPad stuff was when I was like 9 years old.
No,
That's
of
so old.
course. But I mean, like stepping into that community, I'm saying.
I just got bored of Minecraft. I don't really. I mean, I know that there is that was something that I mentioned on stream about how there's so many like Minecraft YouTuber predators. Like it's at the time, I think it was like 2019 or 2020. It felt like almost every day there was a new YouTuber being outed as a predator.
Oh my goodness,
it was just so like normalized at the time. It was so annoying.
It felt like every other day, yeah.
And most of it was Minecraft YouTubers. It felt like, although there was the exceptions.
Yeah, I think it was great. Like, I don't
think the Minecraft community is toxic though.
No, I know you're not saying
I don't think
that.
the community toxic. That was just something I mentioned on stream about how YouTubers at the time, there were a lot of YouTubers being outed as like predators. I thought that was it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I hear you. I think it just depends on, it depends on what you want to associate yourself with. Do you feel like the Fall Guys community as a whole has been pretty good to you? Have you enjoyed it so far?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Fall Guys community. Like this is definitely like, I've never really seen a game where everyone is so connected. Like almost everyone knows each other at this point. I feel like in the Fall Guys community. So I think that's really great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good. Like, I'm really thankful that for the most part, like, everyone's been pretty good and pretty cool and pretty united. And that's a good front to have, I think. Like, to see that, like you said, everyone being behind each other in that type of situation is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything that the people didn't know about, or something that we should mention that you've been thinking about?
I mean, like, if you guys have any like questions, like we could go into different rabbit holes and stuff. Yeah, like if anyone has any like specific questions in the chat, I'm down to answer anything.
All right, so guys, we're gonna get into some chat questions now. We're gonna prioritize super chats first. I know there were some questions there. If you don't mind, Stentric, I'm gonna go through some of them. If that's okay with you.
Someone said, "What's under the hat?"
Yeah, that question's been asked multiple times.
I've literally showed my hair. This is new. Like people know what's underneath my hat.
Yeah. Luca, I appreciate the member. Thank you so much. Estes Grover, thank you so much for the member, guys. I appreciate your support. Welcome to the kingdom. Psycho wants to ask you, what does he think of the state of Fall Guys right now? We kind of went over that, but feel free to tackle it again if you'd like.
I think the current state of Fall Guys is really good, honestly. Like with all the updates, because every Tuesday we get new Fall Guys levels. I don't think that's ever happened in any other season. The most we got was like a mid-season update with a couple like variations and stuff, and maybe one new level. So there's definitely the most content right now in this season. This is definitely a really good state for the game.
Very nice. There's your answer. I'd like to hear it. Yeah, I agree with that, man. It's been amazing to see. At the very least, I could say that. I'm just shocked at how well it's going. Beanie wants to say, Yugi601, your interview skills are impressive. Stentric, is great to see you in the interview like this. Thank you so much, Beanie. I appreciate that. Shout out to you, man. McKay just wants to say, hey, Yugi and everyone in chat, here's a little something from me. I appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much. And my cousin...
I'm reading some of the questions in here.
Sure. We'll get into that right after this. A lot of folk lack the intellectual immune system. Glad some people are talking about it. Yeah.
The psychology stuff that I was talking about. Yeah.
All right, let's go into some chat questions. Let's see who's got some good ones. Okay. Gio wants to know, when did you start watching Yugi601?
I started watching you when I saw like you were doing leaderboard stuff. I remember and you were like I was randomly just messing around with like Spartacus and Spartacus's chat, and I remember you were doing like, you created a live stream out of it. I think that was the first I heard from you. Yeah, I see you in my comments a lot, so I've definitely known you for a while. But the first like video I saw of you was definitely that live stream. Yeah,
appreciate it. Phoenix wants to know, any opinions on Sundry?
I was about to. I was working on a second channel video about him.
Yeah,
why?
Please do.
Bro, he's been streaming it since the dinosaurs got hit. I swear, he's literally been streaming forever. Literally. Just the dumbest thing ever. He streams Fall Guys. He streams so many different games. I checked out his channel one time. Is he even real? Is he a robot or something? He's on Twitch as well. I have not found a single stream of it not being pre-recorded. His entire channel is pre-recorded streams, just constantly running, always. And does he get subs from that? Because I feel like he has grown. People just get tricked by it. They're like, oh yeah, this guy's live, and then they subscribe. This is like so stupid. How's that even allowed? I swear the terms of service.
That's really
gotta be
bad.
like,
It's a matter of time before I think they come with the hammer down.
his channel's gonna get taken down. Bro, I'm gonna find my dad again before like his live stream ends. I swear, like, bro, my dad will come back with the milk before he ends that Fall Guys live stream.
Man,
I swear.
At how long it's been, that milk is cheese, bro.
Yeah, bro. This. I don't understand Sundry. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah, when you search up Fall Guys and sort the live filter, he's the first one that pops up.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Luckily, I feel like it's been getting better for me, but Stephanie Robinson wants to ask you what made you start playing Fall Guys. I know we went over it a little bit earlier, but if you want to touch on it real quick.
August of 2020, when the game first came out. I think I started playing on August 28th, 2020. So a few weeks after the game first came out. It was just all over the internet. Like, everyone was playing it at the time. All the YouTubers I watch, everyone was playing it. So I figured I'd check it out. Like, Jacksepticeye was playing it. By the way, Jacksepticeye is my favorite YouTuber. I don't know if anyone has asked that, but my favorite, like, just YouTuber in general is Jacksepticeye. My favorite Fall Guys YouTuber, I saw someone ask that. My favorite Fall Guys YouTuber is probably Semi10. I watch all Semi10's videos.
Yeah, very talented creator right there.
Yeah.
Vex wants to know, Stentric, I do have a question. Do you pretend in actual recording other games or doing specific channels like Rocket League, etc.? Do you pretend in actually recording other games? I'm not sure what he means by that.
No.
Maybe you can rephrase the question for me, Vex. It's a little hard to. There's a little bit of a language barrier, so he's from Brazil, so maybe he'll be able to rephrase it for me so I can understand better. And we'll get back to you, Vex. I got you, brother. He's an OG in the channel, so. What's your favorite Fall Guys map to play?
My favorite Fall Guys map is, I never get bored of Slime Scraper. I think it's vaulted right now, right? I think it's still vaulted, but Slime Scraper is definitely my favorite map in Fall Guys history. That one just never gets old. It's just Slime Climb, but better. Massive map.
Did you grind a lot on the Crown Shard Scramble last week?
Oh, dude, I got like 800 crowns from that, I swear.
There you go.
Because there's a period of time where you only needed to play one round. It was just the creative levels, right? Yeah. And Crown Shard Scramble is basically like, you could get 2 crowns because you get 1 crown from getting first place. You get another crown from Crown Shard Scramble. I was getting like 300 crowns a day or something for a few days. I definitely grind. That was for the I got 6,000 crowns in Fall Guys video. Because I usually don't really grind crowns much anymore because I already have Marvelous. But, with the Crown Shard Scramble event, I was close to 6K crowns at the time. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll do that for a video. Yeah. I want to make more crown milestone videos, but they're hard to make. Like, getting another 1,000 crowns takes a long time.
Yeah. Let's see. We have some very good questions here. Mateo wants to know, do you think that the game's gotten worse without 360 dives?
No, it probably got better, right? Because it's more balanced for the console players. Because before it was like the PC players had a massive advantage by being able to 360 dive while the console players can't. But now it's like, people think it's patched completely. You can still 360 dive, you just can only do a nerfed version of it. And console players can do it now too. They have like the same physics as PC players now. So I think, it's better with 360 dives nerfs. There's no like advantage for PC anymore.
Awesome. Hey, Super Rocker, thank you for the 5. He says, W podcast, W creators, the grind never stops. That's his motto right there. Love to see it. Yeah, appreciate you, Super Rocker. Thank you for the super chat, man. There was another good question I found. Okay, MG Edits wants to know, what's better for watch time?
You're lagging out.
Here we go. Check. Can you got me now?
You good? Yeah.
All right, cool. We're back. So he MG Edits wants to know, in your opinion, what's best for watch time, videos or shorts?
That's not really how watch time. That's not really how watch time works. So watch time isn't really a thing about your whole channel in general. It's just a metric of how to make a video do well. So it's like each individual video. Unless you're talking about watch time as in like getting 4K watch hours for getting monetized. If that's what you're talking about, I think probably videos, right? Because shorts would be shorter unless you upload like 1,000 shorts or something. I don't know. If you're trying to get monetized and get those 4K watch hours, if that's what you're talking about, definitely videos. I would go with that.
Okay. Mateo wanted to clarify. He means that if you got better, by the way, like, do you feel like you got better or worse without the 360 dive? He wanted to clarify.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't speedrun Lily Leapers as fast, so
Right.
I mean, for me, I got worse, right? Because I play on PC, so my advantage over the console players is gone. But overall, I think it's a good change because I don't want to have an advantage over console players. It's not fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a W point. Hans Sussy wants to ask you, have you ever thought about moving to other platforms like Kick or Twitch?
Bro, XQC signed a $100 million deal with Kick recently.
Dude,
that is insane.
Yeah.
Bro,
Stinky money right there, boy.
Jesus. See, I don't think that could ever happen. That kind of thing for me, because I'm a Fall Guys YouTuber. So the only way that I would be able to get a deal for another platform is if Fall Guys exploded, became peak Fortnite level popularity. That's not gonna happen. So I don't know. I wouldn't willingly switch to another platform, but if for some reason someone offered me $100 million to stream on Kick, yeah, I'll stream on Kick. I'll stream on Kick for $100 million, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even have to stop making videos. I could keep making YouTube videos and also stream on Kick. Yeah.
Right. I imagine that contract probably comes with certain stipulations of streaming, but not content.
Yeah, if it was exclusive and they said that hypothetically, if I got a $100 million deal to stream on Kick and they said I couldn't upload YouTube videos anymore, I'm not gonna lie, I would have to think about it. I literally love making these videos, so people are gonna think I'm capping. I know people think I'm capping, but I've gotten so invested in this Fall Guys YouTube space that yes, $100 million is crazy. I would actually have to consider it if they said that I wouldn't be able to make videos anymore. I'd actually have to think about it. But if it was I stream on Kick, but I still can make videos, then yeah.
No, listen, I'm one of the people who believe that there are definitely things that run deeper than money. So I believe you when you say that.
Yeah, I just really enjoy I enjoy all this stuff.
Yeah, Vex, he clarified his question. He's saying recording other games like Rocket League and doing a separate channel just to do it. So he wants to know basically, would that be something you'd consider? I think is what I'm getting at.
Well, I did a Stumble Guys channel temporarily, but that didn't last long because I wasn't really enjoying it that much. I mean, look, the thing is with Stumble Guys, I feel like I mentioned the Discord thing earlier. Again, I want to specify I don't know anything about that situation. That was just a random thing I heard. I don't even know why I mentioned it. It was such a small little. I don't know anything about that, so I could be wrong about that. Yeah. The reason why I stopped making the big reason why I stopped making Stumble Guys content is because you can't be a McDonald's YouTuber and a Burger King YouTuber at the same time. If I'm the Fall Guys guy, I can't also be the Stumble Guys guy. Doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It's literally competitors. So I feel like it just wouldn't work out. If Epic Games ever wants me for something, I always want to be a part of it. I always want to be a part of any events Epic Games has planned for Fall Guys or anything like that. I feel like if I became a Stumble Guys channel, that ruins any future opportunities with Epic. That's what I was thinking in my head. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't really care about it. I don't really know what their stance is about Stumble Guys, but it's still a knockoff of their original game. I just feel like they wouldn't like me having a whole channel based around it. And I wasn't even really enjoying the game that much anyway. I got bored of it, so I don't know.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. We had another good one from my cuzzo right here, Silver Vendetta. He wants to ask, what can you do now that you couldn't before your success? If it's not invasive, I don't know how to make my question not sound weird. So what can you do now that you couldn't do before your success? So he's wondering, is there any perks now that you've gained ever since, you've been successful at this YouTube business?
Well, I know a lot about the algorithm. I feel like most video platforms probably have a similar algorithm. I remember I had a YouTube short that got a lot of views, so I decided to upload it on TikTok, and it got 500K on TikTok. I do upload on TikTok sometimes, but I don't really care that much about TikTok, if I'm going to be honest. The problem with TikTok is it's just, if TikTok had a long form video portion of their platform where there's an option to upload long form videos too, then maybe I get more into it. But focusing on a whole platform with just short form content,
doesn't appeal to you, you feel like?
I like making shorts because it's like it feels like it's a part of my YouTube channel. It's another type of media that I can upload on my YouTube channel. Yeah. But TikTok is like, I don't really want to get invested in like a whole separate thing that's only short form content. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be known as like the TikTok guy, the guy from TikTok. Someone's like, oh yeah, you seen that guy from TikTok? I don't know. So,
yeah.
Like I don't want someone to watch my videos and be like, oh yeah, bro, I saw you on TikTok. I don't know. There's something about that doesn't like appeal to me.
Yeah, it comes off as an insult a little bit. You'd rather be.
Well, I don't know. It's just kind of cringe. Like it's the guy from TikTok. I don't know. It's just kind of cringe.
You'd rather be called a YouTuber than a TikToker. Gotcha.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing against TikTokers though. Shout out to all the TikTokers.
Shout out to all the TikTokers. No disrespect. Worst Boo wants to say, wants to ask you, are you still friends with Caboose?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm definitely still friends with Caboose. We're great friends.
All right. Like, what do you go for? It. No worries.
I mean, there's obviously we've had like, you know, arguments, beef in the past, but you know, we've always been like great friends.
That's good. That's awesome. What do you spend most of your time doing when you're not editing or recording?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I don't have a life outside of YouTube, guys. I'm just a YouTube. I'm a robot. I live on YouTube. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Go to the gym, I guess. I go to the gym sometimes. To come to think about it, that's like a hard hitting question because I don't do anything.
That's okay. Hey, the brutal honesty is always appreciated.
That's gonna sound sad, but yeah, I enjoy what I do. I don't really do anything else. My entire day is just focused on making YouTube videos.
Yeah. Monkey Boy 78 has a pretty good question for you. Do you watch any small streamers in your free time, and do you just chill with them?
Oh yeah, I do watch smaller streamers sometimes. I watch a guy named Yugi601. He does podcasts. He does live streams. Yeah, definitely a very entertaining streamer. If you want to go check him out, I mean, maybe subscribe. You're probably on his channel right now. You hit that subscribe button.
Come on, dog. Don't gas me, bro.
I know there's some people on here that are watching the stream without being subscribed. It's a little cringe, guys. It's a little cringe. You might want to hit the sub button. And probably Wild Bill. I sometimes I'll go on like Wild Bill streams and chat with him as well. I'll join him if VC. He's got like a Discord server. I'll join his VC. But other than that, I don't know. I'll usually just see whoever's live and I'll check him out.
Awesome. Psycho has a good question for you. He wants to know if you have a good recommendation for a controller, headphone, etc. Basically gaming accessories. What would be your go-to?
I'll show you what I use. These are Astro A10s. This is like the blue version. I think this is the reason why it's blue is like for PlayStation, but you can use it on all platforms. And I always go with the DualSense controller.
There you go.
This is peak gaming controller. There's nothing. All you Xbox fans out there, okay? DualSense Supreme. There's nothing better than the DualSense controller. I stand by that. It's objectively better in every way.
It's very comfortable controller. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know what that means. We're gonna skip that. Okay, so what's your advice for a shorts channel? It's a good question. I never heard that before. What would be your advice if someone's making a shorts exclusive channel? Look,
I have the blueprint to make a short blow up. I swear. So, okay, I have a channel, right? Where if it's Stentric, right? Why did I say I have a channel? You get okay. I don't even know why I'm talking like.
It's okay.
I uploaded 2 shorts, right? One of my recent ones got like 13 million or something. Crazy. I compared my 2 most popular shorts because both of them had one thing in common. They both followed the same format. You start off the short with a question. Okay, so for example, what happened to this fall guy? Where I talk about the fall guy that got sent to space. So this starts off by putting a question in the viewers' heads. What happened to this fall guy? They need to find out what happened to that fall guy. They're not going to be able to sleep if they don't find out what happened to that fall guy.
Yeah.
So they're going to watch the entire thing all the way through to get their answer. So that's the thing. If you have a good idea for a short, like a good topic, and you have a good editing, all you got to do is start off the short with a question. Maybe make it like a 40 second long short where you explain everything and then give the final answer to the question at the end of the short. So you have to watch the whole thing all the way through to get the answer.
Yeah.
And that basically is the like peak format for shorts because it's going to get you tons of watch time. Your audience retention is going to be insane.
Yeah.
You could also do reactions. Reactions for shorts are really big. I did I'll react to Lily Leaper's world records and Speed Side world records, and those do pretty well for shorts as well. But I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of Rocket League content, I know somebody brought that up earlier. Like I said, I had a podcast with OPJ, and he's one of the people that I saw that he hooks you with the shorts and keeps me invested more than any I've ever seen. And that's exactly right. Like, he somehow mastered the formula of selling you an idea in just the first 5 seconds. Like, it's amazing to see. Like, that would be a channel if you want to kind of get a gist of what Stentric is saying right now. I'd check out OPJ because he makes some amazing shorts that's going over what he just said right now. Yeah, amazing stuff, man. Let's see. Have you ever considered using Cameo? Asked Cappy.
What was that?
So it's an application where you can pay the person to send a nice message, like, you know, like, hey, I'll send you $50. Can you say happy birthday to me? Like, would you consider using something like that?
Probably not. I don't like the sound of that. Why would I make someone have to pay me for me to like? I don't know. That for some reason that's really cringe to me. Like, yeah,
it's typically like something that like celebrities would use.
That basically puts me on a pedestal where like, oh, you have to pay me money for me to acknowledge your existence. Like, no, we're all people. I don't like that. I'll talk to anyone for free. You don't have to pay me for me to acknowledge your existence as a person. That's stupid.
Okay, there you go. Do you have a favorite final round match other than Parkour Panic, Square Up, and Hexaterrestrial?
Favorite final, creative finals specifically, because you listed a lot of creative finals.
You left it kind of open ended, so whatever your favorite would be, I guess, outside of those three.
Probably Fall Mountain, and Thin Ice. Thin Ice is like the best survival final. Fall Mountain. Actually, I don't know if Lost Temple or Fall Mountain is better, because Lost Temple, if you learn the path and you learn how to get through the obstacles, it can be like you can win it pretty consistently.
Yeah.
But it is kind of RNG. It is kind of RNG. But Fall Mountain, I feel like it's completely skill based. Like, once you learn how to dodge the balls, you can you can win it so consistently.
There you go. Cam wants to know if you've ever ran into any other communities outside of Stumble Guys that were very toxic.
Not really, to be honest. Yeah, not really. I don't know. I mean, I kind of just stay within the Fall Guys community. Obviously, in the Fall Guys community, there's going to be like sub communities. Like, everyone has their own community. Like I have my own community. You have your community. You know, whatever. Like,
yeah.
I feel like everyone in the Fall Guys community is pretty chill. I really haven't seen any like toxic stuff. And
Yontan wants to know. I don't think you stopped streaming, but maybe he means like, you know, maybe why as of late you haven't been streaming. I think that's what he's trying to ask in the nicest way. What do you think?
I didn't stop streaming, to be honest. I just like my main focus is on videos right now, but I do all sorts of stuff. Like, I might go a while without shorts if I'm more focused on videos at the time. I might go a while with only videos if I'm or without live streams if I'm more focused on videos at the time. So I don't know. I'll probably start streaming again soon. I definitely haven't quit. Like, I never said I quit. I just, haven't been doing it as much recently.
Okay. Lestrick wants to know. Oh, go ahead. Good.
Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
I feel like if you mix it up, it's going to make YouTube a lot more fun, because there's so many different things you can do on YouTube. You can stream, you can make videos, you can make shorts about all the different sorts of stuff. If you mix it up and you spend, maybe a 2-week period focusing more on videos, then that's going to make that really fun. And then you take a break and then maybe focus on live streams for a couple weeks. Then you focus on shorts, and then you never get bored of anything because you're always like switching it up, keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Lestrick wants to ask you, why do you only wear a hat in videos? Those hats in the background look nice. I guess he wants you to change up your hats.
I got you, bro. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. Get the quick hat change real quick. Here we go. We're getting it live. Hey,
I'm not gonna show my hair.
I understand.
My hair probably looks bad because it's been under my hat.
I got a haircut today, so I can't talk. There you go. Hey, W's in the chat. If you're a Kingdom member, give him an electrified W. Stentric. The quick
I think this
hat
is the
change.
first time I've ever worn this hat in a video. I've worn the other one. Where is it? Can you even see it? Is it in frame? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, the red one.
Yeah.
See in the back, the black one with the red logo? I wear that sometimes, but I don't think I've ever worn this one. Anyways.
Hey, there you go. Swag change live. He did it. He did it live, folks.
Oh, this one looks so dumb. It's look how big like this part is. Why is it,
Like sticks
like
out.
that?
It's like Stephanie, he already went over why he started in the beginning of the stream, so I'll refer you to go there. But I will ask you this, Stentric. What do you feel is your favorite channel of all time?
Oh, that's a hard one.
It is. It is.
That's a hard one. I watch so many different YouTubers.
If it makes it easier, you can do maybe more than one. Because I know
Okay,
sometimes it
more than
feels
one? Okay.
unfair. Yeah.
My favorite YouTuber of all time is, I think I said it was Jacksepticeye earlier. It's either Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie. Or maybe Mr. Beast. I don't know. There's two different ages of YouTube.
Yeah.
Did I just voice crack? Oh god. Okay.
You're still a young man.
In the 2014 to maybe 2018 era of YouTube, you had Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Cinnamon Toast Ken, and like a couple other people. The Let's Players, right? The Let's Play era of YouTube. I was so invested in that. That was what really inspired me to make videos. Was the videos of PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, all those guys.
Yeah.
But the new age of YouTube also inspired me a lot about how to like format videos and like how to make a video blow up, how to do really well on YouTube. Like I learned a lot from Mr. Beast. He literally pioneered an entirely new scene on YouTube that like never existed before. So yeah, I don't know. So probably the Let's Players and Mr. Beast is probably like my favorite channels of all time. And my favorite Fall Guys YouTuber is Semi10.
There you go. All right. Golden answers for a golden question. Ben113 asks, if you could build the best squad in Fall Guys, this is a good one. Who would it be?
The best squad?
Yeah, let's say you got who would be your best players if you had to pick 3? Titans of Fall Guys. You want to grind crowns. You want to go for win streaks. Who would those people be?
The true Pringle, because he can farm crowns.
Okay.
The Dark Side Twin for the speed runs, and Semi10 so I can clout chase off of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. There you go. What game do you play the most? I think it's safe to say you play Fall Guys.
I do play a lot of Fall Guys, yeah.
So I think it's safe to say that's where you're at. EDK wants to ask you if you'll ever make out with a Jimmy again, and possibly a blue one this time.
Oh yeah, there's a blue one over there. It's not the same color as the blue Fall Guy that I wear now, but
you can do that. You can make out with that with Semi10, because if you do it now, I'm gonna just leave the stream. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again at all.
Yeah,
to be honest, I think that era is over.
Yeah, as a grown man, don't do that. If you ever reached 1 million subs, this is a good question. What would you do? Would you do anything crazy?
I don't know. I would probably Fall Guys, but if I fall, I destroy my gold play button. No, okay, I don't know if I'd actually do that. I'd okay. Well, actually, maybe I would. Okay, you know how Mr. Beast, he gave away his diamond play button. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you went to his banner not that long ago, his YouTube banner, it said subscribe to win my play button. It was like the diamond play button, right?
Yeah.
The reason why he did that, a lot of people think, why would he give away his diamond play button? Like yeah, you can replace awards. I don't know how many people know this. It might be like, I mean, if you watch Jack Sucks at Life, he's like a YouTuber like that talks about play buttons. Maybe you'll know, but you can replace play buttons pretty easily. You can contact the YouTube staff, and if a play button breaks, or you can literally break it on purpose even, and they'll give you a new one. So I could, after I hit 1 million subs, genuinely do a video Fall Guys, but if I fall, I destroy my gold play button. But I don't know if that'd be the smartest idea, because I mean, although I could replace it, it might be better. I might feel sentimental about the original one I get. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to see when the time comes if I do some sort of like special for 1 million subs.
All right. There you go. Gift Bean wants to know, which console do you believe is the best? If you had to pick one out of the 3, Let's say the top three. Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. What would you pick?
PlayStation, probably, right? Because I mean, well,
Based.
yeah, I'd probably say PlayStation. It depends on who's buying the console, right? Because if you're a person who doesn't own a gaming PC, get a PlayStation. Get a PlayStation, okay? Because not only do you have a lot of games that that are on PC, but you also have there's really good exclusives, really good exclusives, and the console runs very smoothly. Now, if you already have a gaming PC and you play all the mainstream games on your PC, get a Switch. Because you can't play Nintendo games on a computer unless you emulate it, but that's kind of difficult.
Yeah, that's a whole learning curve right there.
Yeah.
There was another good one I saw here. What would you believe is the worst team game? Let me see. What was the worst team game better than Jinxed and Egg Scramble? I guess he means like out of the two, what do you think is better?
Both are actually, I think those are some good picks because both are definitely some of the better team games. I have to go with, if Jinxed was still in solo show, obviously team games were removed from solo show not that long ago. Then Jinx would probably win because it eliminated half the lobby. Now I'd probably have to say like Egg Scramble. Although I don't really play squads and duos, so I don't really get team games that often anymore.
Yeah. All right. Seems like that's all of the viewer questions. I got some fun questions if you're ready for them.
What's up?
What are you most afraid of?
Most afraid of? I don't know. Snakes, maybe? Snakes, spiders, centipedes. I hate bugs.
Bugs.
Like, okay, I could literally approach a tiger without fear. Like I will go in there like to a tiger. I will growl back at the tiger. You're not anything. I'm better than you. I'm the better animal.
What is going on?
I don't care. I'm not afraid of a tiger or a lion or any of those scary animals.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as I see a tiny little spider, I'll be like, just be like super scared. For some reason, with insects, they scare me so much. I'm so terrified of insects, and I don't know why.
Right.
I don't. So yeah, I don't know. Insects and snakes probably my biggest fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a world where for some reason you're not doing this, where do you think you would be?
Probably homeless.
Damn, bro.
Or in jail.
You trolling me, Stentric?
No,
you trying to troll me?
I don't know.
Right now,
I don't really care. Like, look. I love YouTube too much. So if I never actually ended up doing YouTube, I don't know. Maybe I'd be like a garbage man or something. Garbage men make good money though. If I wasn't a YouTuber, I wouldn't mind being a garbage man because they make like $15 an hour. I think it's not bad.
I think you're really messing with me right now because you're way too ambitious for that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You were just talking earlier about how you were running 8 channels and how it funnels.
Bro. Are we talking about like into the Spider-Verse multiverse?
Yeah, let's say another universe YouTube doesn't exist.
Okay. So let's say in an alternate universe, my brain is focused on a completely different thing. Yeah. I'd probably be successful in something else if I really was passionate about something else. But like in this world, like if I thought you were talking about if YouTube failed, like if YouTube didn't work out, because if YouTube didn't work out, yeah, homeless, I'm in jail or something. I understand. But if we're talking about like another universe where YouTube doesn't exist and I need to be passionate about something else. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd continue with music. Like maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Well, we won't see because what? They're gonna open up a portal to another universe. I don't know. We're not gonna see. Yeah. I'm a YouTuber.
Gotcha. Through and through.
I'm really rambling. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I just started to ramble a lot.
You were saying some funny stuff. You talking about being a garbage man, but it's okay, man. Nothing wrong with that though, right? Yeah, that's a good question that I just saw actually, and it was actually one of the ones I was gonna ask. Favorite music. I know you hinted at it earlier, but do you have like a favorite artist you like to listen to?
Playboi Carti is my favorite artist of all time. Playboi Carti and Yeet. I will blast Playboi Carti and Yeet songs, bro. I don't know what it is about that like technological sounds. Like, my favorite song of all time is probably Rockstar Made by Playboi Carti. It goes so hard. I don't know what it goes so hard. I love that type of music. Yeah, and like Yeet as well. I listen to like unreleased Yeet songs. I love that type of music.
Can anybody in chat translate?
Would you not listen? Do you not listen to that? You never heard it before?
Okay, hold on. So
What's that music? You strike
listen
me
to-
as someone that would listen to lyrical, like very lyrical songs.
I do
You strike
actually.
me-
That was very insightful. Yes.
Yeah. For some reason, with me, I love mumbling rappers. I love rappers that sound that their voice is an instrument. Like they're not even they're speaking straight gibberish. That's why I don't know. I don't know why. Playboy Cardi will hop on the most fire beat ever, and he'll be like, and
you're like,
just mumbling, and it's fire. It goes
it's
so
fire.
hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you would relate to my wife with that one then, because she plays that type of music, and I can't, man. I can't.
Yeah.
I like the older school, like West Coast rap, like Dr. Dre, Snoop. You know, those types.
Fair
of
enough. Yeah, I respect that. I don't know what it is with me, but whenever I listen to like very lyrical stuff, like I just don't really care what they have to say. I don't know. That sounds rude. I don't care what I don't care. Yeah, I don't really care what like they have to rap about. I just want to hear some really fire beat, and then I want to hear them be like, mumbling. That's for some reason that just sounds really good. Their voice is Yeet's voice is an instrument.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That's Gen Z, baby. No. I would recommend you go back a little bit. Maybe you'll see one day what I mean. Why?
I respect the lyrical stuff as well. Obviously, I've listened to a lot of that as well. But for something about this like new wave of music that I'm invested in. Anyways, yeah.
You feel like, oh well, yeah. I gotcha. I guess I can understand to an extent, especially if you're working out. I imagine.
I just like really hype music.
Yeah.
Music.
Same thing my wife kind of expressed as well, like that music that gets her hype, that has a nice beat. Yeah, I get it. Okay. What's outside of YouTube, like what's the most important thing to you?
Family, like Vin Diesel from Fast and Furious.
Yep.
YouTube.
It can't be YouTube.
YouTube and YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, my most important things to me in life: family, YouTube, and YouTube.
All right.
Yep.
Are you close with them? May I ask?
Yeah, I'm very close with YouTube. I go on YouTube all the time.
Okay. And your YouTube daddy and your YouTube mommy, they're very supportive. Okay.
Yep. They love me very much. They give me lots of likes and subscribes.
All right. He's dodging the question. Okay. Is there a dream car you'd like to have one day?
A what?
A dream car you'd like to have one day?
Oh, a car. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't really care about like cars that much. I know a lot. I will literally. Also, you're lagging out.
I think we're back now. You're good.
Anyways, yeah. What I was saying is, a lot of YouTubers will like they'll want to buy like a Lamborghini or like something like supercar or whatever. I will literally drive a cardboard box with wheels. Like if it works, it works. I don't, honestly, I'm not really too invested in cars, to be honest. But I respect it. Like if someone wants to work their way up to like use that as like a motivator, I get it. For me personally, I don't know. I'd drive anything.
As long as it gets you from point A to point B, so you're not really like a flashy car kind of guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just drive anything. Yeah, anything that drives.
Gotcha. What would be more important to you? Because I know YouTube's very important. So what would be more important to you? The message and impact that you leave, or your community as a whole?
Don't I leave a message to my community?
Do you feel like you're it's more important to leave a good message, or just is it more important to stick with your community, cultivate that? Which would be more important?
I don't, but because you're saying two different things that
Sure.
collide with each other.
Sure.
Because the message that I send is for my community, so that's
Right.
what I don't really get the question. You're basically
Well, sometimes
colliding.
you may yeah, I guess what I'm saying is sometimes you'll have people from outside who may come into the Fall Guys community and see a message being sent to everyone to come in. From what I'm gathering from what your response is, you're more concerned with your community and how that goes, I'm assuming. You're not really worried about spreading a message to the world.
Yeah,
Or would
I
you
guess.
say
I mean,
both? Or would you say
I just
both?
feel like I just feel like yeah, I mean there's literally just there's kids out there, like kids, and I'm sure there's older audiences that watch me as well. They get home from school, they get home from work, and like they are excited for like a new upload on the channel.
Yeah.
And as long as that's going on, I feel like I owe it to them to keep uploading. If I stop uploading, it's just stupid. If Fall Guys gets shut down, can't do anything about that, so that's when I stop. But I would just feel bad if I like would stop uploading knowing that like there's like people out there, like I know I sometimes get comments, right, where like I was going through a really rough time in my life and your videos helped me get through it. It's like those kind of comments are definitely what like keep me going. I if I'm the source of entertainment for people and they want to like use me as like, you know, a distraction from the world, like, you know, just entertainment, I want to keep uploading. I don't want to just like leave my viewers, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that would be your message, you would say? That's what I was going to ask you next. What is
What do you mean?
Stentric's message? What is your vision that you like to let the community know, most importantly? Because some people that I've talked to are a little more like worldwide, and a little more people are a little more community oriented. So what would be like your messaging? You're saying,
I mean, just do what you love to do. Like, don't let other people tell you what you have to do. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people, like, there's literally a message in chat that we were just talking about. It was like an hour ago, where someone said, "Be a leader, not a follower." Perfect quote for what I'm talking about. Just do what you want to do, and like don't let other people tell you what you have to do or like what you have to be. Like, you be whatever you want.
Yeah, that was a really good message by Dark. I think he's the one that said that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of wisdom outside of the trolling and the good times.
I'm very wise. I'm the guy that plays animated bean game. I know a lot about the world.
I think you don't give yourself enough credit.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just not that deep, right? Like, I guess I don't talk about deep stuff very often because I just play video games, so it's not really much. But I mean, fair enough. I guess just like do what you want, right? Because I mean, that's what I did. I just make videos because I wanted to make videos. Like, just turn that in. I turned like YouTube into like a full-time thing. So if there's something that you're passionate about, go for it.
Yeah, that's more profound than you may think, man. That's good. That's good. Yeah. All right. That's enough of the sappy stuff. I know people get uncomfortable with that, but I do like to ask these questions because I challenge you to kind of reflect on that, man. Kind of think, you know, where do you see yourself and what's your overarching message? Because I think that is important, you know?
Yeah.
You know, so it's good. It's good that you're here, and I appreciate you uniting all these wonderful, beautiful people in chat. Shout out to you guys for spending the time to actually be here and listen to us. And we met over a bean game. And as crazy as life is, that's just life, right? And I know you're young, but you'll find out quick that you're in for a roller coaster, man. But I'm happy for you at the end. With all that said, man, any future projects you wanna let the people know? Anything going on with you? Anything that they should be excited for?
Oh no, I have a lot of different like series and videos I have planned. I'm gonna start a separate. So obviously I have the hardest level series where I play the hardest Fall Guys levels. When they release survival levels to creative, I'm gonna create a separate series for like the hardest survival levels series or something. And you know, anytime they add something new, there'll be new series for that. Yeah. Also, I plan on making a separate series that I know this sounds so it's like because Caboose already did it technically, but it'll be a series, the coolest Fall Guys levels. So instead of just playing levels for difficulty, I'll play a level just because it looks cool. It's kind of similar to the stuff that like Semi10 has been checking out recently. Like if you look at like the like Jigglypuff or something, Pokemon levels where it's like pixel art, checks out like showcases of like they make art on their level. I want to do more like I want to do series like that where I showcase cool levels instead of just difficult levels, if that makes sense. So I'll do a separate series for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, I mean, I'm a very I don't have any like plans. I don't really think too far into the future, so I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay. Well, that's it. I appreciate your time, man. Like I said, I don't know if you got anything else you'd like to add, anything else you'd like to bring up, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. These typically go for about 2 hours, so like I said, we can keep going if you'd like, or we can end it here. But I do appreciate your time, man, and I want to respect that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Subscribe to Yugi. And like the stream if you enjoyed.
Thank you. And we hope that...
yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, silence. No, listen, man. For real though, thank you for coming, man. This was really monumental. I hope you enjoyed it.
I'm such an awkward. I'm so awkward. I swear. Like I don't know how to interact with other human beings sometimes. I swear. You literally just like, oh yeah, go on, and I was just like sitting there like I didn't know what to say. Anyways,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave before we just start trying to handshake each other, and then like my hand goes another direction. We don't handshake. Like more awkward stuff. I mean, I don't know how we'd handshake through the camera, but.
I know what you mean. We'll do a virtual handshake. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed. Did you have fun? That's important.
Yeah, it was just cool. It's definitely cool to like talk about stuff, the cyberpunk, like all the stuff that people didn't know about. Yeah. But yeah,
I will have plenty more topics after this. I'm gonna let you go though. But like I said, you're not awkward. You're doing a great job. I think this was enlightening.
Yeah. No, I was talking about like. Yeah.
I'm happy it was your first, and I look forward to speaking to you more, man. There'll be plenty of conversations. You got to get used to that because, you know, I think behind all of this, I think you have some really good stuff. I think you have a kind heart. Like I said, you know, I'm nothing but a nobody. So the fact that you did what you did means a lot. So I just want you to know that before you do go. I appreciate you.
Well, you're not a nobody, bro. Okay, like the thing is, you have your own. You do podcasts, you do live streams. Don't say that you're a nobody because you don't have like, or because like I have more like subscribers or something. It doesn't, like nobody is a nobody in life. Like nobody's a nobody. The internet is like, don't focus too much on numbers. You're doing your thing. You're doing really good stuff. So what like we're literally like we're equals. You know what I mean? We're literally equals. Like you reached out to me. I was like, sounds cool, and then I joined you. So don't like downplay yourself like that. Like I'm a nobody or so that like you know what I mean?
No, I guess let me rephrase it then. You really didn't have to do what you did, so that's why I'm really wanting to emphasize. I think that was very kind of you.
Yeah, you didn't have to reach out, but you did. So like, you know,
of course I am. Of course.
So yeah. Just at the end of the day, like, yeah, if you ever need me for anything, I'm down.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Have a good night, bro. We'll talk soon, guys. I mean, if you don't know him, Stentric, episode 11, did a fantastic job on second live podcast now here on the channel. Look forward to talking to you more, man. And yeah, have a good night.
Yep. See you later.
Take care, brother. Thank you. All right, guys. Let's discuss, huh? How you feeling, man? How was that? That was pretty cool. Man. Awesome. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool. I think there was a lot there that I didn't even expect to learn. And I love his enthusiasm. You can tell his heart is in YouTube, man. And that's refreshing to listen to sometimes. I feel like people think it's cool to be pessimistic sometimes, you know? And I think that's a shame. I don't think there's no need to be so negative all the time and looking at the bad things in life. I think it's good to be excited for some people, and clearly he's excited for YouTube, you know, guys?